welcome to another video of house hunting in Southwest Washington. Today's video is not so much about house hunting or the real estate market as it is about being vigilant about scammers out there. In the real estate market, we have, of course, the scammers that try to go after people wiring funds, and you get a lot of disclosures about this from us as your realtor and from title companies and also your lenders, because it's happened many times where people get the wrong information about wiring their funds and they're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. This video is about another form of scammers. And we recently had a client, a seller that contacted us to sell her home. And after talking to her, finding out the details, why she's moving, what is taking her away from Vancouver, we find out that she won the lottery. And instantly, when someone tells you that they've won the lottery, I think, oh, it's, Mega Millions or Powerball or scratch a ticket, But she said, no, I won from Publishers Clearinghouse. And my head, from the 90s, that still goes on? And she's like, yes, it still goes on. And I didn't even enroll in it. They called me and said that my name has been put in every time I pay my utility bill on time. And so I got a call. She said she got a call from someone saying that she won and all of this information. She didn't tell me specifics. She didn't tell me how much. And so I asked a couple questions, not trying to dive in too much. But then it's really just heartbreaking. Afterwards, John and I, we got on the car and we both were like, she's getting scammed. She's 100% getting scammed. She recently lost her husband, and I used to work at a bank for years, and we would see these on a daily basis. Widowers getting scammed by people saying that they won the lottery, or that would get really close to them online and say that they're now boyfriend, girlfriend, and they need to send them money, all sorts of different scams, right? So I'm in the mindset, I question everything. So when she told me that, I instantly was just like, oh, she is gonna move out of her house. She thinks she's winning millions of dollars, and she's moving to Gig Harbor to buy a gorgeous house on the lake. That's what her plan was. And she would obviously sell her home, be out of a home, and have nowhere to go and have money lost. So I did some digging, John did some digging, and I told her, I'm gonna come back to the house, I'm gonna take some pictures. I didn't hire a photographer yet because in my head, I did not want to list this house. I did not want her to end up homeless. This is where you can really find bad realtors, because a bad realtor is not gonna care about what happens to you. They just care about the paycheck. And of course, I of course would have loved to list a house and have another closing and another paycheck, and but my gut, my soul was like, she is getting taken advantage of, and I am not going to be that person that does that. No way would I ever do that to somebody. I just met her. Most people are like, oh, I just met her, I don't know her. Yeah, you're right, you don't know her, but as a realtor, it's an ethical standard that you should hold yourself to, and take into account people's lives, because selling houses and buying houses is huge. So I went back over to her house and I asked her some more questions while I was taking some pictures myself. And come to find out, they told her that she had to pay taxes on the winnings. So she had already given them money, and that she was waiting to sell the house and close on it so she could give them more money. So when you hear it, of course she's in this high because she thinks she won the lottery. But when she's telling me this story, I was just like, I didn't want to bombard her with all these questions, but I told her, I said, I'm really worried for you. They are not supposed to be asking for money, and you need to talk to someone. You need to talk to a lawyer. And she's like, oh, I did talk to a lawyer. The lawyer told me, you never know when you're getting scammed. So I think she just probably called someone over the phone, and they didn't really know what was going on, because I really had to ask her a lot of questions to really dive in and see what exactly was going on. And so I found out the moment that I found out she was giving the money, I was like, okay, in my head, I'm like, I'm going to screenshot something and I'm going to send it to her so she gets it. So I went on to Publishers Clearinghouse website, and there's a flyer that says specifically, we do not ask you for money. We will never ask you for money if you want something. We would never call you. And she got a phone call. We would never call you. Here's a number that you can call, safe number, to find out if you are indeed a winner or if you're getting scammed. So my stomach has been in knots like for the past 2 days, just because I am so worried that she's not going to believe me, that she thinks that I am a skeptic. But I sent that to her and I just wrote it out to her, and she is so thankful. She said that I saved her thousands of dollars, and she's so thankful for what I did. And I'm just glad that she didn't go through with it, and that I had the guts to say, I told her, I can't list your house for you. We can't do this on good conscience, in our hearts and in our mind, knowing that we're going to sell this house for you and you're going to have nowhere to go, because that's how it's going to be. They're not going to give you a check. They are going to keep calling you, and you have to block the number. So everyone, this is for everyone. This is not necessarily senior citizens or recently widowed people, but they target everybody. And so just be vigilant, be on the lookout, question everything, because, scammers, they come up with new ways to scam every day. And this is a new one for me. And I have worked at a bank, and I have seen a lot. And now I'm seeing it in real estate. It's coming to me again in real estate, and I just want everyone to be aware of that it's out there, and just be careful. Anyways, that's my story, and I hope you guys are all having a good day, and take care of each other. I think that is my moral of this video. Take care of each other. And it's not always about the money, and it's not always about you. It's about other people too, and it's about making sure people are taken care of. It's our job. So take care of each other.